In today's venture of entertainment news, a massive update on Avatar Studios is actively producing a new animated series and film every year, beginning in 2025. Inside look at Marvel Comics' interpretation of the head of an intelligence director Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, or Val for her short portrayal. Val is currently in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever film, where the film director Ryan Coogler states that he was going to originally lead Julia Louis-Dreyfus' Marvel Cinematic Universe character to perform a more prominent role in the movie, but ultimately decided against it. I also talk about how Charlie Cox has no plans to be in the upcoming Deadpool film. According to a fan site on Avatar News statement, Avatar Studios will have an animated movie and an animated show on Paramount Plus every year. The report says that the recent production slate only surrounds the first 3 years, from 2025 to 2027, but it will likely continue beyond that, if the franchise is as successful as we all obviously hope it is. In 2025, the first 2 slots will consist of a movie starring an adult Aang and Team Avatar in October, and the newly announced next installment of the Avatar series lore, but this time featuring an Earth Avatar. The information has not yet been clarified on whether the shows slated per year will be incremental. While Avatar News could not verify that element, the site supplied more details regarding the show in 2026 scripting. I do know that the 2025 show and 2026 show are 2 different things. The site also indicated that the 2026 series would examine various structures lovers of the franchise are familiar with. Counting, I will say the 2026 show is not a mainline entry in the franchise. Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko said they were exploring different mediums, styles, audiences, and this is more of a side thing, so I'm personally guessing the Earth Avatar show will continue, but that's just my guess. Avatar News restated that the Zuko and the adult Gong movies are different projects, although the former has yet to have a premiere date. It needs to be made clear whether the Zuko film will be the second film to release. The site also discussed details about the other 2 confirmed Avatar films in the post. Avatar News also said the Kyoshi film was nevertheless in development but has yet to set a date. It seems that it has been delayed to outside of the first 3 years slate and is now undated, which in this case means actually undated in post-2027. Set in a globe of 4 countries where people can bend one of the 4 components water, earth, fire, or air, only one individual, understood as the Avatar, can contain all 4 elements. DiMartino and Konietzko created Avatar, The Last Airbender, shown in 2005. The show ended in 2008 with 3 seasons under its belt, and a sequel show titled The Legend of Korra aired for 4 seasons from 2012 to 2014, with a comic sequel resuming the story. A live-action retelling TV series will premiere on Netflix with 8 episodes. The first movie is selected to come out on October 10, 2025, with the new Earth Avatar series coming to Paramount Plus in the same year. In a discussion with the New York Times, Coogler and his Wakanda Forever co-writer, Robert Cole, handled the inclusion of Louis-Dreyfus, who portrayed the CIA director Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, or Val for short. There was a question if it was challenging to incorporate characters like Val from the more general MCU into the movie. Coogler talked the idea down, indicating she originally had a more significant part which he thought to scale back due to the added focus on T'Challa/Black Panther's passing. Yeah, nobody was shoehorned in or asked to be put into the movie or anything like that, the director said. Actually, in this version, Louis-Dreyfus' role was pared back in order to make space for dealing with T'Challa's death. And we had Val in there before she even appeared in any of the other movies, before Black Widow and the series Falcon and the Winter Soldier. People assume that we were told to put her in, but she was there from the beginning. Moreover, Cole stated he never regarded anything as pushed in, as Louis-Dreyfus' character was a genuine fit for the movie's overarching storyline. I've never had a conversation where I was asked to incorporate something that didn't feel organic, he stated. The dynamic of the US being an instigator and Western powers being an instigator, that always existed. It wasn't, oh, we need to find a reason to make this character exist. It was, oh, this is already in here and there's this wonderful actress available. It always starts from the story and the ideas. Louis-Dreyfus' Val was not reported for Wakanda Forever early in the film's release, but she played a crucial part in the US moving after Wakanda to catch vibranium from the fictional West African country. She originally works with her ex-husband and fellow agent, Everett Ross, portrayed by Martin Freeman, to attempt and undermine Wakanda's stability, an assignment Everett is reluctant to take on. A little after in the film, Valentina double-crosses Everett, showing she kept a watch on him and learned that he was in communication with Wakanda, ultimately directing an incursion of the sovereign country to attempt and take the vibranium and bring it back to America amid a continuous conflict between the African country and Namor's Talakang. Val came into the MCU in the 2021 Disney Plus series The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Before featuring in Wakanda Forever, she even entered a post-credit cameo in Black Widow, where she suggested to Yelena Belova to locate the man responsible for her sister's death. Louis-Dreyfus will again be seen in the MCU for the part in Marvel's upcoming Thunderbolts film, planned for a 2024 release. The performer has a lengthy and prominent Hollywood career, starring in numerous cult classic shows such as Seinfeld and The New Adventures of Old Christine. Surprisingly enough, Clark Gregg, who played Phil Coulson in the MCU. She also won a Golden Globe Award for her part as Elaine Benes on Seinfeld and 7 Primetime Emmy Awards throughout her profession. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is in cinemas now. Lastly, while at the German Comic-Con Winter Edition, the performer quipped that the man without fear should encounter the Merc with a mouth since Daredevil, Born Again will have an equivalent tone to Deadpool 3. I think because of the tone of our show, I think that there's a place for Daredevil to show up in Deadpool. It would be really cool, Cox stated at the time. He jokingly countered, "Great, now that's a news story." Nevertheless, Cox spoke with TechRadar and disavowed any and all participation in the upcoming third film, stating, "I can tell you now, I'm definitely not in Deadpool 3. Cox first materialized as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in Netflix's Daredevil series. He starred in all 3 series seasons while emerging in the crossover miniseries The Defenders. Following Daredevil's cancellation in 2018, Cox portrayed the part again in 2021's Spider-Man: No Way Home, which was his first time materializing as the character in a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. The actor has since arisen in She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and is selected to repeat the role at least 2 more times in the Hawkeye spin-off series Echo and as the central character in Daredevil: Born Again. Both Disney Plus series will reunite him with his Daredevil co-star Vincent D'Onofrio, who is one of his main antagonists Wilson Fisk aka Kingpin, in the MCU. Daredevil may not occur in Deadpool 3, but the Merc with a mouth still has Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine to trouble in the MCU third film. After withdrawing from the part in 2017's Logan, Deadpool performer Ryan Reynolds could convince Jackman to come back for one last movie as the mutant outsider. Although Wolverine passed in the 2017 movie, Jackman has said that Deadpool 3 will utilize time travel to get Logan back so that the movie doesn't have to screw with the Logan timeline, which was important to me and I think probably to the fans too. The Deadpool franchise once presented a wrist-mounted time travel instrument in 2018's Deadpool 2, and 2019's Avengers Endgame caught Tony Stark developing a parallel yet different time travel watch. Marvel Studios will have Deadpool 3 in cinemas on November 8, 2024, as the first movie of Phase 6 of the MCU. Deadpool 3 is planned to start filming in May 2023. While story elements stay scarce, director Sean Levy has said that the movie will hold Deadpool raw, gritty, grounded in the ways that those movies have been and that all of us love. Thank you for watching. Now that you are caught up on all things entertainment but still haven't gotten your fill, check out the last episode. So that's it for now. Until then, venture onward.